We were among the first SACCOs, non-deposit taking, to be given a certificate by SASRA for supervisory.
We in Utabibu Sacco, we believe in accountability, we believe in transparency, and we believe in growth.
The Sacco financial situation is financially stable. The asset base has also grown to the about 1.53 billion Kenya shillings.
The board has driven the success of the Sacco, of course, with the foundation, which is the staff.
For 50 years, Utabibu Sacco has stood as a beacon of hope, a symbol of community, and a testament to the power of shared dreams. Founded on October 4th, 1974 by a group of visionary Aga Khan University Hospital employees, Utabibu Sacco's mission has always been to improve the socio-economic welfare of its members through mobilization, prudent management of resources, and provision of market-driven financial services while embracing modern technology.
I work at the Aga Khan Hospital. I've been at the Aga Khan Hospital for the last 21 years. And when I joined Aga Khan Hospital, I was privileged to be given an opportunity to serve in the Sacco, where I've served for the last 20 years also. With the Utabibu Sacco, it has been there since inception, 1974. It started with a few members, of course, by then, who came together and thought it's important to, bring funds together to enable the staff to develop in the various fields. So first of all is to thank the employer, the Aga Khan Hospital, because one, they accepted that the staff should form at least a Sacco. Secondly, as the Sacco was growing, they were able to be given a space, an office space at the premises within the hospital, which they stayed there for over 30 years.
The name Utabibu Sacco came from the word or the Kiswahili word matibabu. And because of our affiliation with Aga Khan Hospital, whose mission is providing excellent financial in healthcare, in our Sacco also, our mission and our vision is providing excellent financial service to our members with transparency and accountability.
I joined Utabibu Sacco back in 1990. I didn't know much about it until after 1 year is the time I joined with a contribution of 500 monthly, which I went on increasing until I reached to where I am today. When I joined the Utabibu, it had very few members. It was owned by by nurses and staffs of Aga Khan University Hospital. And there were very few, because if I was number 122, it means it had about 121 staffs. So it has really grown tremendously.
From humble beginnings, Utabibu Sacco has grown tremendously, now serving over 3,000 members from various Aga Khan institutions, including the Aga Khan Schools and Aga Khan Foundation.
I worked at Aga Khan Hospital for many years in maternity ward. I joined Utabibu. I can't remember exactly the year, but there must be after 75 or 6 there. And up to now, I'm still a very strong member, and I like it so much.
When I joined the Sacco, we were only 3 staff and 1 office. Our members were employees of the hospital, and by then the monthly contribution they were doing as a member was 50 shillings per month.
The Sacco has grown. It started with 2 staff, but right now we have about 10 staff. In the year 2017, the Sacco now was able to stand on its own and acquired a space where their offices are located at the Doctor's Park.
Utabibu Sacco is licensed and regulated by the Sacco Societies Regulatory Authority, that is SASRA, ensuring that we operate with the highest standards of financial responsibility.
In the year 2021, when SASRA came in, we were not being regulated by them. But when SASRA now started regulating the Sacco of the capitalization that is required by SASRA to oversee Saccos, we were among the first Saccos, non-deposit taking, to be given a certificate by SASRA for supervisory. That is for regulation.
Today, we are celebrating our 50th birthday. Actually, we were formed and registered in the year 1974, in the month of October. We have been in this journey for 50 years, and I want to say we are celebrating our heroes or founding fathers. We have 50 people who sat down in 1974, whom I call our heroes. They are our founding fathers. Those days, you can imagine the issue of banks. Banks was actually reserved for a few. We normally call this the few elites on those days. So the issue of financial inclusion, financial freedom was not there, especially for the middle level income earners, where people were paid by via cash. So you can imagine there was no savings. But today, because of those 50 people who sat down and decided to form Utabibu Sacco, today our loan portfolio, our asset base, loan disbursement has grown overnight.
Utabibu Sacco's founders overcame numerous obstacles driven by their belief in the power of togetherness. With unwavering determination and the support of members, Utabibu Sacco has achieved remarkable success, making a significant impact on its members and communities. The Sacco has become more than just a financial center. It has become a launchpad for countless individuals to achieve their full potential.
Going back to the successes in terms of our members is that they've been able to take their children to schools. They have graduated. Some are doctors, some are pilots, we have engineers, we have accountants, we have lawyers who are helping us build our nation. This is basically because of that ideology which was there in 1974. You can see many members again are brought of our Sacco in terms. They've been able to build for themselves houses, businesses, empires, and to that far, we thank God.
When I joined Utabibu, I only had a diploma in nursing, 1 diploma in nursing. As we speak, I have a PhD in nursing, and part of that has been because my fees I managed to take loans and pay for my school fees. Also proudly saying that all my children have gone through university education. So in as much as my husband also contributed, but I also contributed in a major way because Utabibu has a school fees a school fees product. So you take money and you can pay school fees for your children.
I joined Utabibu Sacco in 1992. At that point for me as a young girl, I didn't know the difference between Utabibu Sacco and Aga Khan University Hospital today. So I thought it was one and the same thing, and there was an opportunity to start doing some savings, and so that's when I joined Utabibu Sacco. So really it's been well over 30 years now. And by the time I'm joining the Sacco, I really didn't have, except for my salary, I really didn't have anything tangible that to my name, if I was to put it that way. And so in looking back, I can categorize Utabibu Sacco and its impact on my life, in different ways. One, I'd obviously start with the family. For me and my family and my children, Utabibu Sacco has enabled me be able to get loans that have been able to enable me pay my fees, my children's fees, and any other emerging issues that may come for us as a family. And that really I don't take for granted. They have different options of loans. They have the 4 which we are able to get, today, and you get it today. So helped us manage some of the crises that we would have. But one of the things when I look back about family, I remember my father. And I remember my father coming to Nairobi with a heart condition and needed to go to theater urgently. At that time, and I'm talking of about 15 years ago, the procedure was going to cost about 700,000. I wasn't going to be able to afford that kind of money. My savior was Utabibu Sacco, that I was able to get this money and be able to pay the hospital bill for my dad, who as up to today, he's alive and well. So as a family, we have been able to benefit from the Sacco in different ways, in our health, in our education. I did my MBA, which has played a big role in what I am today. I had to pay for it cash, and I had to get the loan from Utabibu Sacco. So as an individual, as a family, I think I see it from that front.
Utabibu Sacco offers a range of unique and diverse financial services tailored to its members' specific needs, from personal development savings to investments in various ventures. These services include savings products such as deposits and share accounts, as well as long and short-term loan products like Utapesa M-Banking Loan, Instant Loan, Jibambe Loan, Epuka Shylock, Emergency Loan, School Fees Loan, Super Loan, Deposit Booster Loan, Special Emergency Loan, Development Loan, Development Plus Loan, and Refinancing Loan.
I've walked a good journey with Utabibu. In my last station, I was a school representative for Utabibu for 13 years. Currently, I'm working in Kisumu at Aga Khan Nursery School, Kisumu, and still a very strong member of the Utabibu Sacco. Utabibu has a variety of products, and the products are tailor-made to suit us members. Utabibu Sacco has supported me, let me talk in many ways, but I'll talk about 2. When I was doing my degree, it was at the time that I was also educating my son, and financially I was not able to pay his fees and pay mine as well. I fell back on Utabibu, and I can confirm that my 4-year training, Utabibu, my funds that I needed were from Utabibu, and I owe my degree to Utabibu with a lot of pride. Utabibu also has this saving plan that you can save, and at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year, you can be a holiday saving or a school fee saving that we also benefit from. And the good part is there's some little interest that we gain from. So whenever you want to go on holiday or you have school fees in January, we are never stuck because we have places that organize these funds for us, and we know our money is safe with Utabibu.
We have empowered our members very much, like the achievements. One of it, I would say, we were able to, create an investment an investment company called Utabibu Investment. Of course, it's us who gave birth to it. And it has really helped our members by acquiring homes, by buying, plots. And you'll find most of our members, I would say 60%, are coming from, the houses.
Long story short, I have acquired many other. I think I have several pieces of property in Nairobi and the outskirts. I have property back in the village in Western. I think all the 3 counties I have property.
When I joined the Sacco, I had only one building, the one we are in today, which got finished in 1989. After that, I started taking loan after 6 months. When you join the Sacco, you used to take 6 months before you are given the loan. So my first loan was 180, which I bought a lot. And also, I continued taking loans, and I have really developed myself. I have bought 2 plots, which I have built. One with the stall is up, the other one is waiting to go up. Another thing, I have educated my children through Utabibu. There used to be school fees, which you take 1 year, and you pay within 1 year. So I can say all my children passed through Utabibu for education. Whatever I have is a car, which we bought also with Utabibu. I drive. So that is a tremendous change in my life, from nothing to something.
I have one piece of land, a plot actually in Syokimau. Today it's called the Matibabu Estate, I think. And I got this courtesy of Utabibu Sacco. By then, I think it was only going to cost like about, I'm not so sure of the figure, but I know it wasn't a lot of money. But I wasn't able to afford it cash. And so we had to get into the plan with the Sacco and gradually paid for the money and eventually got the documents. And that's the good thing about Utabibu. It's not like you get yourself in an investment plan and subsequently you are starting to follow them up for documents and all that. So I got this property. I can assure you it was not anything more than 100,000 shillings then. Today, the going price for this property is about 3 million and above. So really, it's an investment that was worth it. And of course, there's a bit more. There's Katani that I've been able to also get through Utabibu. And these are things that I'm truly grateful about. And there's really much more. There's what you'd put in your savings and all that I count to Utabibu. And that has gone a long way, just making me who I am today. So a lot of things personally and also in investment and also family and especially to my children too.
The Sacco has supported me during the time that I've been in need of paying school fees for my siblings and for my children. And in addition to that, I've enjoyed significant number of facilities for development, from buying a plot to construction loans.
Mimi mwanzo nikiingia hapo sikuwa na shamba. Pahali nakaa, pahali nalima hiyo small scale farming ni kutoka kwa Utabibu Sacco. Tuseme basic, pahali nimeanzia mpaka saa hii hakuna kitu ingine naweza fanya bila Sacco.
But one of the main areas of support that I received very early for my family, my 3 children, was from Utabibu. This was a cooperative that I was introduced to by one of my colleagues within the department. And when I was struggling sometimes to pay fees or so, they said, why don't you go and speak to somebody at Utabibu? And I became a member. And I've remained a member ever since. And I think with Utabibu, I can very comfortably say that my children went through school with a lot less stress. because they were in a private school, 3 children all at one go. And today, actually, all of them are doctors. So what Utabibu did is they personalize the support they give. It's not like you'd walk into a bank and nobody knows you. When you go to Utabibu, they know you. And it's quite, I think it would be quite fair to say, they know almost every one of their members at a deeper level, at a personal level, because they personalize the services. So when you personalize, they become very compassionate. You can see that they understand your situation, they understand where you are coming from when you go to them and say, my kid's about to be kicked out or so. They make things happen to make sure that things keep flowing. They give you the good guidance that you need. I've always gone to them for advice, even financial advice, whether it was investment advice. They would give me the options, more for loans or things like that. And time has gone where we've seen them as a very small Utabibu in a very small office at Aga Khan. Today they've grown as literally they're an institution.
In the community development, of course, we play also a key role through the CSR. We have actively engaged initiatives around where we operate. We have done a lot of donations to the nearby schools, the primary schools, where we have donated foods. Some schools around in Parkland here, the neighborhood is somehow like a slum. So you find most of the kids coming from such area, they don't have enough food. They come at school when they are not feeling, satisfied, some are hungry.
Every year there's an amount that is allocated for CSR activities, and we have most of the CSR activities we have done in the schools around, where we have purchased sanitary pads for the girls. We have bought geometrical sets. We have bought, during COVID, we actually bought sanitizers and masks. So that one we did for the schools and also for the market that is near us. Yeah, and we've also partnered with the hospitals in some activities, and so that is how we've impacted the community around us.
Utabibu Sacco has helped our school in the past by providing our children with food. In fact, the children, the population, and their parents were very happy because that is the time they needed that help most. So may God bless the Utabibu Sacco, because the heart that gives is better than the one that receives.
So we have donated a lot of supportive material like sanitary and food. We have also engaged with the community, that is the administration. We have donated to the chief, sub-chief, some furnitures, and so many other food items. So I would say, as a Sacco, we have really played a very vital role.
Over the years, Utabibu Sacco has proven its ability to adapt and thrive, continually evolving to meet the changing needs of its members.
We only started with 20 members, and you could imagine how much we were worth then and what we are worth now. Currently we are worth about 1.5 billion, and in another 5-10 years to come, I think we will be somewhere, because again, with the plans that we have to have FOSA, that also is going to really, give us a boost.
We've grown our technological infrastructure in form of computer equipment. That time we only had one computer. Now we have more than 15 computers. That means more than 15 workstations. We have a server. And that time we were only 3 employees. And now we are 10. It's a testimony that the society is growing And that is why there is need for more employees to serve the customers, because the customer base has grown.
In 1995, we were manual. The first software we acquired was Fox Pro. Then we changed to CMIS, and thereafter we changed to Navision 2015. Currently, we have upgraded our system to Business Central 365.
According to the recent 2023 SASRA data, the Sacco has demonstrated impressive growth, ranking 19th among the medium-sized non-withdrawable deposit-taking SACCOs nationally, boasting an asset base of Kenya shillings 1.53 billion, total deposits of Kenya shillings 1.15 billion, and a loan portfolio of Kenya shillings 1.34 billion. The Sacco has consistently rewarded members with attractive interest on deposits and dividends on shares.
The growth in loans has gone as high as 1.3 billion as we stand today. The asset base has also grown to about 1.53 billion Kenya shillings as we speak today. We're looking forward to greater growth as we go forward. We have invested in different portfolios, and besides relying on the interest that we make from the loans that we make, anytime as we also manage our liquidity, we ensure that we invest in different portfolios, including the money market. We have tried to even approach other Aga Khan affiliates like the schools, the Aga Khan Kisumu and Mombasa, to bring them on board so that we can be a strong, giant Sacco. Over time, we have seen growth in the revenues of the Sacco, and as we closed the last year, 2023, we managed to have revenues to the tune of almost $250 million, and that was all shared to members, of course, with some retentions that we retained. Over years, members have enjoyed a very stable return on investment in terms of dividends and in terms of rebates. Dividends to the tune of 20%, and now because of lots of restrictions, because of the regulations, last year we were able to share dividends at 15%.
50 years, which was full of many achievements. We have been able to disperse billions of money in terms of loans, in terms of dividends, and we have been able to employ a number of employees, which I believe today some people are saying Utabibu ni papa na mama.
As the supervisory committee and as a chair and a committee as a whole, because we work as one, irrespective of the position, our major role is just to do an oversight. Oversight meaning whatever the board sets, we make sure it adheres to what it sets. Whatever the members pass in the AGM, we make sure that's implemented as per what was agreed in the AGM. So our major role is just to make sure that all those things are done through the law. What SASRA tells us to do, what the corporate tells us to do, and what the law in general tells us to do as a Sacco. So ours is only to make sure that whatever we do within the law, so that we don't go outside of the law. Yeah, and the major purpose of all that is to achieve the major objective goal of the Sacco, just to boost us in terms of financial growth.
When I look at the board has driven the success of the Sacco, of course, with the foundation, which is the staff. We've been fortunate to have board members who are focused. We've been fortunate to have board members who are able to align the goals and strategies and peg them to the strategic plan. And we work hand in hand with the governing authorities. And many a times when we are stuck, we seek advice. And that's how we've been able to move. We always look at our budgets and we work on those budgets religiously to ensure that not only do we meet our targets, but our goal is always to surpass our targets.
So there's a very strong corporate governance culture at the Utabibu Sacco, and I would say one of the things that has really helped is training. So regular training and empowerment with knowledge, the exposure to other corporates. We had, there's a principle in our Sacco about cooperating with other cooperatives. So we actually, what I know during my tenure, we would actually even benchmark for best practices. And then adherence to regulatory rules and even our bylaws. That is one thing I really give the board, even the staff, credit for. One other thing is being responsive to members' needs. So one of the things is we actually really involved our members in deciding what products. Like when we needed to do a new product, would actually involve the members so that we are actually responding. So on top of the usual that circles offer, development loan, we did surveys, we talked to our members and asked them, so what do you think we can do? And so some of the products that are actually in existence in Utabibu, if you look at the Jibambe loan, the holiday savings, school fees savings, refinancing, people would borrow from what maybe they see their friends or their spouses, what happens in other circles, and they bring ideas. So that being adhering, listening to our members and being responsive to them, I think is another factor that has contributed to the growth in Utabibu.
Now, our journey has not been without challenges. We have navigated economic challenges, regulatory changes, and even the changes in the market environment. What has been our guiding strength is our resilience.
So we have been recognized by both the Ministry of Cooperative in very many spheres. For example, we have had a lot of awards because of the good work we do. I remember in the year 2019-2018, our Sacco was among the most efficient employer-based Sacco, became position 1. And also in the same year, education and training, we were ranked number 3 because of the empowering we are giving to our members.
You know, when you get such awards, it also, this acts as a way to attract people, because it shows that there's growth, there's good management, and there's a great future in such a cooperative.
Utabibu Sacco is guided by a vision to be the Sacco of choice in providing excellent financial services. The Sacco operations are guided by core values of democratic governance, transparency and accountability, integrity, corporate social responsibility, prudence, confidentiality, teamwork, and customer focus.
We have our strategic plan, which is running from 2023 to 2027. In our strategic plan, we were able to clearly state our strategic focus, In that case, our vision is providing excellent financial services to our members. In our strategic plan, we have 4 pillars. And one of the pillars is what we call the customer focus. So our major focus going forward is on our customer. We want to see that our customer is very happy. And in so doing, we encourage what is called a strong and positive Sacco culture.
As we celebrate the 50 years, the Sacco financial situation is financially stable, I can say, because previously we would give money, we would lend loans, we would process loans for a longer time, a month or 2. Nowadays we are able to process our turnaround time for loans is between 2 weeks to 3 weeks, depending, irrespective of the amount we are giving out to the members.
The credit department is the engine of Utabibu Sacco, because the sole mandate of the Sacco is to provide a platform for our members to save and access affordable credit facility. Our credit department is comprised of 2 sections. We have the loan processing section and we have the recovery section.
Here in Utabibu, we have embraced technology, and by embracing the technology, we are ensuring that our internal processes are very efficient and effective.
The Sacco has formed strategic partnerships with organizations to ensure the provision of exceptional services, enabling members to conveniently access their accounts without the need to visit physical offices through M-Banking USSD code *720#, Utapesa app, deposits via paybill number 822950, Utabibu members portal, check payment system, RTGS and EFT, and M-Pesa bulk payment.
We have partnered with the Utabibu Sacco to digitize the operations, and we have offered them with an ERP called Microsoft 365 Business Central, where they are able to manage their finances, they are able to manage credit, they are able to manage deposits, and ultimately ensure that operations within the Sacco are actually working well.
The Sacco is now able to go paperless using the new system, whereby we have already launched paperless onboarding. New members no longer have to do paperwork to be onboarded into the system, but instead we are able to collect their data using this device, whereby using this device we are able to input the members' data which we are onboarding, and then it's later stored through the document management system. The device is much advanced, can be able to take pictures, signatures, and all that. And I believe even when we go to FOSA, we'll be able to have Sacco Link cards or ATM cards, which we will be using to tap this device because it's a POS device, and it will be used to do much more transactions other than just onboarding that we are doing currently.
So we are bringing services to members, where the 3,500 members that are part of the active members of Utabibu Sacco Limited will be able to enjoy very user-friendly platform through our application. Again, very secure USSD, that is unstructured supplementary service data. Again, they are able to access all these services from our internet banking, the transaction members portal, and these they can be able to enjoy from the comfort of their possession application at any given time, and it's again a 24-hour service, and again it's easy to use.
We are embracing what is called mobile banking, and in this sense we have a mobile app, and we encourage our members wherever they are to register for these apps. USSD, our USSD is *720#. This is an USSD you just dial, you will be able to access all our services within the comfort of your home or your workplace. So you don't need to move even an inch for you to access our service. We are now working on what is called a loan application automation, whereby members will be able to apply for their loans within their comfort. They will be able to get their calendars without moving or looking for them for just a signature. They will be able to sign using this app.
We normally have education programs for our members, which we do them once a month. We normally give them an SMS on a day and the topic that we are discussing about. So it has been a successful. Members have been enrolling themselves and participating. So this normally helps the members to know about our products, to know about our services that we offer, and also to educate them and enlighten them on anything that has come up that they are not aware of. We also have once a year education day that we normally hold it in a designated area. So we invite all the members. It's almost like a half-day training session. We also have members or other speakers from outside who come in and also impact us on more of the education and new trends in the Sacco industry.
What we are projecting to do within the 2027, currently we don't run a FOSA, and that is one of the key thing that we want to achieve, so that our members can even be able to access our services in a more free way. So within our strategic plan, we want to have a FOSA. We have started a feasibility study, and probably by the end of next year, we may start implementing the FOSA banking.
We shall be able to open a number of branches countrywide. We are going to open from the cities. We have cities like Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, Eldoret, Nyeri. We are coming for you so that we can continue working together. So I want to thank you, members. I believe going forward you are going to support us, and we are going to support you, and we form one team which I believe it is going to take forward our country, and we are going to inspire the new generation.
50 years anniversary, it's something to celebrate, and I really welcome our members, and especially those who are new and those who have been there for a long time. We come and celebrate together, and we will be welcoming so many of our Apex bodies also, leadership, to come and join us, so that we celebrate and be happy for the achievements that we have made.
As Utabibu Sacco proudly celebrates its 50th anniversary, it looks forward to the future with unwavering optimism and a renewed dedication to empowering members and transforming communities. It is steadfast in its commitment to being the Sacco of choice in providing excellent financial services and remaining your financial friend.